And we'll speak the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, Trinity Christian Academy. Leading off, playing left field for Boyd, Nelson.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at Graham Field on the campus of Prestonwood Christian Academy, right here in Plano. The Lions of Prestonwood, they are hosting the TC Addison, Trinity Christian Addison Trojans, just down the road. They are rivals, and I can tell you this, expect some fireworks on the diamond and out of the dugout and amongst the fans. The student sections from both schools are here. People lined up down behind the dugout of TC Addison, next to the bullpen. And you got the Prestonwood student section right over by the TC Addison dugout. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Game On Sports Network production. My name is Matthew Bryce. I'll have you play-by-play with a little bit of color. Tim, thank you for engineering this whole thing. The rain has cleared out, and now we have a beautiful evening on deck for some baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem is coming up, and I'll be right back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask you please to rise for the invocation, led today by Campbell Panetti, TCA Student Government President from Prestonwood Christian Academy, and T. Parker, Head Prefect from Trinity Christian Academy.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, God, I just want to thank you for this day. Thank you for bringing these two schools out here to play baseball. God, I pray that we can just honor you with all that we say and do tonight. God, I pray as we wrap up the baseball season and also the school year that we can just honor you and follow you.
Heavenly Father, so thankful for the game of baseball. I pray for a spirit of sportsmanship, but intense competition, Lord, as we set out and battle between these two teams, Lord. I just pray that we glorify you for our words and our actions today. We're extremely thankful for the great weather we're having this afternoon. I pray for a great game. We love you. We thank you. In His name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now please remain standing as we honor the United States of America and the men and women who serve to protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
And we are back here at Graham Field on the campus of Prestonwood, right here on Hebron Road in Plano, where the Prestonwood Lions are getting ready to host a highly anticipated playoff game against the TCA Addison Trojans. Ladies and gentlemen, it is win or go home. There is no tomorrow. There is no next week. Tonight's loser, you got to get on the bus and you got to go to Galveston, as Charles Barkley would say. The winners, they advance. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce, and I say welcome to Game On Sports Network as we have a special treat for you. As always, Prestonwood fun to watch. But we're going to go down to TCA baseball lineup first. Leading off for them, Sloan Nelson, Chase Griffin, Caden Joe. The cleanup man is Colin Hamilton, Javon Bernard batting fifth, Elijah Lou at sixth, Beck Nelson at seventh, Bo Sykes batting eighth, Jonathan Cook is going to bat ninth. And now we round out. We take a look at the start lineups for Prestonwood. Starting in left field is Junior Niffin. Center field, Lash Henderson. Braylon White, he's in right field. Third base, Aiden Moffitt. Shortstop, Max Bachman. The second baseman, Jake Felsman. Trent Valet, the big man at first base. The catcher, Cruz Van Wellis. And on the mound, that man, Landon Murphy, wearing number 23. Murphy has been truly fantastic this year, and he's ready to get us underway. Landon Murphy, 60 innings pitched, and he's got a .7. Excuse me. Let me stop cheating. He's got a .583 ERA, and he wants to lower it tonight. There's a first pitch. Shot over to Felsman. Felsman to Belay for out number one. And Landon Murphy, that's how you want to start the game. Put the ball in play, let your guys back you up. That was Sloan Nelson. Grounding out to Felsman. Chase Griffin, the starting right fielder. He's going to step into the batter's box as we have that early righty on lefty matchup. Griffin, a good bat. But Murphy hitting that corner for strike one. And if y'all at home listening, it is that many people here. There are quite a few people here. It is standing room only. That one's high and outside for ball one. Running the count even to 1-1. As we said before, Murphy with a .583 ERA. Strikeouts, 59 strikeouts on the year. And 6-2 in the one-loss column. And that one's going to foul out for strike two. Murphy up 1-2 in the count with one out. Takes a deep breath. Cruz Banuel is giving the call for the pitch. Murphy obliges. Here he comes. And that one's fouled off. Remaining the count at 1-2. And that Prestonwood student section is jacked up. All of them have the energy of someone who is drinking 20 bottles of Mountain Dew pre-game. And it is definitely hitting the bloodstream over there. Here comes Murphy, 1-2, got him, strike three, looking, Landon Murphy, out number two. Caden Job, the DH. He's going to step into the batter's box from the left-hander's side of the plate. Two of the top three hitters in the lineup for TC Addison, batting from that left-handed side of the plate. That one's high for ball one. Job, not only a good bat for TC Addison, very fleet-footed. If he gets on base, he is a threat to moves. Landon Murphy coming home. Inside, but a little bit too low for ball two as he falls behind 2-0 in the count. Two outs. Top of the first. And that one popped foul just behind Banuelos at home plate. Bringing the count to 2-1. And Banuelos has called an outstanding game from behind the plate all year. And he is already calling a great game tonight. 2-1 pitch, and that one chopped into center field for a base hit. Caden Job reaching base on a single. Now Colin Hamilton, he is the cleanup batter for TC Addison. One of the better cleanup hitters in the state. He gets ready to face Landon Murphy in this top of the first inning. And things are already getting fun. Murphy checks the runner at first. Just missing on the outside for ball one. And Job with a small lead at first. Murphy checks him, and that one shot out to right field. Braylon White on his horse. And that one falling for a double. And TC Addison up 1-0. Colin Hamilton, an RBI double to put TC Addison up 1-0 in the top of the first. Max Bachman coming out to the mound, giving Murphy a pat on the back and telling him, hey, big fella, it's all right. We got your back. Javon Bernard, he's going to step into the batter's box now. Also batting from the left-hand side of the plate is Bernard. Got a run on second for TC Addison, leading 1-0. And Murphy just missed that one past Ben Wellis. And TC Addison now with Hamilton sliding down to third after that pass ball error. Count is 1-0, 2 outs. More people sitting on that sidewalk in the left hand, in the left field. And that one chopped down to Valade. Valade going to field it, get it to Murphy. He covers first for out number 3. But not before TC Addison gets one here in the top of the first. TC Addison 1, Prestonwood coming up. We will return the Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
Storm damage? Don't wait until it's too late. At Up to Date Roofing, we bring top quality craftsmanship, honest pricing, and fast service to protect what matters most, your home. From repairs to full replacements, we keep your roof and your home up to date. Call us today and stay covered, rain or shine. Up to Date Roofing, keeping you covered no matter the weather.
Come see Larry, Jane, and Repo Jr. for your next vehicle. C3 Auto, located at 3101 Premier Drive in Plano, Texas, or visit us online at c3auto.com.
We're back here at Graham Fields. You get a good look at the Prestonwood student section. TC Addison, Trinity Christian Addison leading 1-0. We head to the bottom of the first. We go down that Prestonwood start, that batting average, that batting lineup for Prestonwood. Last Henderson going to lead us off. Trent Valade batting second. Max Bachman sliding up to third. C.J. LaBeouf, the hot-hitting C.J. LaBeouf, he slides into the cleanup spot, batting fourth from the DH spot. Braylon White batting fifth out of right field. Aiden Moffitt slides back down to sixth. Batting seventh is Jake Felsman. Cruz Ben Wellis at that number 8 spot. And at the 9th spot, rounding it out, is Junior Niffin, the junior left fielder. And on the mound for TC Addison, a very good pitcher in his own right. He's coming with a lefty tonight. TC Addison got a lefty on the mound this evening. Ryan Janasek. Janasek sports an ERA below 2. Not quite below 1, but still, nonetheless, a very good ERA himself. Win or go home, Janasek is going to need to be on his P's and Q's as Lash Henderson gets ready to lead things off for Prestonwood. Lash Henderson, he's starting the playoffs batting .359. That was his season average. And Janicek coming home out of the stretch, the lefty. And that's strike one looking. Lash didn't like it. He shook his head. But that's the umpire's call, and we got to live with that. And Janicek, as many young pitchers do, is pitching out of the stretch with no one on base. Henderson chopping that one foul as the count goes 0-2 in the bottom of the first. And the TC Addison student section, they're down the third baseline right in front of the bullpen on that TC Addison side of the field. The 0-2 pitch from Janicek coming home, and Henderson popping that one foul, staying alive. Count remaining 0-2. Henderson, one of your better sophomores, not just in the state of Texas, but in the entire nation. Whoever lands him as a commit, they're getting a great one. And a great young man to boot. The 0-2 pitch coming. And that one outside for ball one. The TC Addison dugout did not like that call. The fans didn't like it either, as they let the umpire have it. Count running 1-2. And Janicek getting the call from Jonathan Cook, who also calls a good game from the catcher's spot. And he got Henderson swinging for out number one.
Next up in the line is the first baseman, number 3,
Trent Valet, the starting first baseman. Valet batting .349 on the season as we get a lefty-on-lefty matchup. With one out here in the bottom of the first. Valet with that back foot almost completely out of the batter's box. And Valet chopping that one over to second. Nelson's got it, and he's got it over the loop for out number 2. Janicek has some good stuff working early.
shortstop, number 9,
Max Bachman, the starting shortstop. He's going to step into the batter's box in that third spot, wanting to keep this bottom of the first alive. And Janicek likes the call from Cook. Obliges, comes home. Bachman watching that one go by for strike one. As we do have an umpire with a delayed call. He waits about a half a second. Some umpires, they do that. 0-1 pitch. And that one, Bachman checking his swing, holding off for ball one. That one between the lettering on Bachman's jersey and his belt, but it was outside. Count running even, 1-1. And Janicek ready to come home. Oh, and that hit Bachman. Bachman is going to take first. Oh, I guess it did not hit him. Sounded like it hit him. Count goes a 2-1 with 2 outs. Wish we had a little instant replay for that one because I feel like it hit me. But Bachman didn't argue, and there he is. He's chopping that one foul for strike 2. Count even, 2-2, 2 outs. Janicek with a very good curveball and a very good slider. He has been known to make batters chase. Bachman is ready. And here comes Janicek. And Janicek got him swinging. A 1-2-3. Bottom of the first inning. As we head to the top of the second, Trinity Christian Addison 1, Prestonwood nothing. We will return here to Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
Any painter can paint, but only CertaPro painters have the power of estimates that aren't guesstimates. If you want certainty, you want CertaPro painters, the power of pro. Start your project at CertaPro.com.
And we're back here at Graham Field on the Prestonwood campus. Trinity Christian Addison leading 1-0 as we start the top of the second. And TC Addison off to a good start against Landon Murphy. But Landon Murphy, he has been known to bounce back, as we have seen time and time again in the season. And he's going to need to get off to a good start in this top of the second. Elijah Liu, the starting first baseman, he's going to lead off the top of the second for Trinity Christian Addison. He steps in. Banuela's getting the call. Relaying that call to Murphy, and Murphy also coming home out of the stretch. And there it is. Strike one. Swing it. And Landon coming with some heat that time. Getting the crowd going a little bit. They've been going all evening since before the game started. Murphy, the 0-1 pitch, and that one popped. Foul. Off the net for strike two. And Murphy up 0-2 in the count. And does Murphy come with the slider or the breaking ball? Banuelas gives the call. There's the pitch. Murphy got him swinging for strike three. Landon Murphy with his second strikeout of the evening. And we got another left-handed batter here. Beck Nelson stepping into the box, ready to battle. That one high and outside for ball one. And people are still showing up. Oh, and if you are here and you don't know, Kona Ice is also in the building, handing out snow cones. They are behind the TC Addison dugout. As Landon Murphy getting that one in for strike one, evening the count to 1-1. And Prestonwood with one of the more cozier atmospheres when it comes to baseball diamonds. And there's Landon Murphy dialing up the heat for strike two and bringing the count to 1-2. And Banuela's giving that call. And we got timeout call. Nelson steps out. He's ready to go. 1-2 pitch. Landon Murphy come home. Got him. Strike three. Yes, sir. And there's that delayed call. I didn't know if the umpire was going to call it, but he did. Bo Sykes is going to step into the batter's box now. With 2 outs here in the top of the second. Landon Murphy with 2 strikeouts so far. That one high for ball one. Murphy with 3 strikeouts total, but 2 in this inning. We got a couple of drops falling, but nothing heavy. And that one chopped over to Aiden Moffitt, the strong-handed sophomore, getting it to Valet for out number 3. We got a 1-2-3 inning from Landon Murphy. We head to the bottom of the second. Trinity Christian Addison 1, Prestonwood nothing. To the Game On Sports Network, we will return in just a moment.
C3 Auto, serving Plano for over 14 years. You can find us just west of 75 at 3101 Premier Drive in Plano, Texas. Day or night, rain or shine, come browse our selection of over 2 acres of vehicles. Covered parking allows for vehicle protection and a shady walk around the lot. As a Carfax Advantage dealer, we specialize in clean Carfax, low mileage used vehicles. Come by and meet the real boss at the office, Repo Jr. Find us online at c3auto.com.
With friendly and knowledgeable dealers who install long-lasting and reliable systems, you can trust Comfort Maker to keep you a step ahead with advanced technology and exceptional comfort.
Back out here at Graham Field at Prestonwood. We go to the bottom of the second. Trinity Christian Addison leading Prestonwood 1-0. Right here at Game On Sports Network. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce, and I say thank you for tuning in. And we say thank you to the Prestonwood community for allowing us to come out and serve. Bottom of the second, CJ LaBeouf is going to lead us off. And CJ batting .378, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he hit for the season. Right behind him on deck is Braylon White, the fleet-footed right fielder. And Cruz Van Wellis, not too far behind him. But before we even get there, Aiden Moffitt. Aiden Moffitt is in the hole in that third spot. But before we get to White and Moffitt, CJ LaBeouf, 6'6", maybe even 6'7". I feel like he's grown since the season has started. Stepping into the batter's box to do battle with Ryan Janasek from Trinity Christian Addison, and there's the pitch. Ooh, and he got CJ swinging, fanning for strike one. Janasek showing some great movement on all of his pitches. Fastball, breaking ball, slider, sinker. He's shown it all, and a good curve this evening. CJ watching that one go by for ball one. I think the first pitch Janasek threw him was ball one, but CJ swung at it. Kind of chased on that one a little bit. But that's nerves. It's playoff time, and CJ just wants to get going. He wants to propel his team into the next round. And that one fouled off behind home plate, bringing the count to strike two. 1-2 count. And CJ, one of the more patient hitters that you will ever see. But again, he just wants to get things going. Get Prestonwood on the board, reach base for Braylon White, who is right behind him. The count is 1-2. Janasek gets the call from Jonathan Cook, and here he comes. Ooh. Umpire said ball two. CJ LaBeouf with a good eye, running the count even at 2-2. Janasek come home. And CJ checking his swing, running the count even in full to 3-2. Time for that game of chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to flinch? Will it be CJ or will it be Janasek? Will Janasek make him chase? Will CJ hold off, or will CJ get a hold of a good one and get on base? And that's strike three looking. Nasty curveball. CJ didn't like it. Janasek. Strikeout number 3 on the night. Braylon White getting ready to step into the batter's box. Aiden Moffitt now on deck behind him. And Janasek wants to keep that momentum up. White shows bunt, holds off for ball one. Braylon White batting .333 on the season. He has been hot lately. And looking to stay hot. Showing bunt again, holding off for ball two. Coach Valet down at third baseline, giving the signal. Braylon White wearing that number 24 like he always does. Shout out to Ken Griffey Jr. and rest in power to Ricky Henderson. As they both wore the number very proudly and with a lot of class. Ryan Janicek coming home with a 2-0 pitch. White watching that one come in for strike one. There's Janicek dialing up that curve. Bringing the count to 2-1. And Janicek gets the call from Cook. White bunts that one down the line, but it's foul, bringing the count even to 2-2. And White can very much well run the TC Addison infield. Not playing the bunt. They're not playing the bunt at all. I'm a bit surprised by that, but the count is 2-2. And here comes Janicek. And he got White swinging with a nasty slider, bringing that out to 2 outs. Four strikeouts for Janicek. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Aiden Moffitt, the strong arm third baseman, the sophomore, stepping into the batter's box. Lefty on lefty matchup with 2 outs. And he watching that one go by for ball 1. That one very, very high. Moffitt with a great eye. And Janicek. He got that one on the inside corner. Knee high for strike 1. And ladies and gentlemen, if you listening at home, you're going to hear all kind of stuff said, because this is a very cozy atmosphere. We are all sitting right next to each other, and that Prestonwood student section is jacked up. That one low and inside. Moffitt watching that one go by for ball 2, bringing the count to 2-1. And Janicek, he pitched Moffitt tight. And that one inside. That one chopped down to Lou. He's got it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. 6 up, 6 down for Janicek. As we go to the top of the third, Trinity Christian Addison 1, Prestonwood nothing. It's the Game On Sports Network. We will return in just a moment.
Are you injured or in pain and not sure what to do? Schedule a complimentary injury screening and talk to our physical therapists at Vista PT to see if physical therapy is right for you. No prescription or referral is needed.
It's a Game On Sports Network. We have returned right here at Graham Field. Top of the third, Trinity Christian Addison leading Prestonwood 1-0. You're getting a good look at Landon Murphy. Starting out on a great note, but facing a great Trinity Christian Addison lineup. And speaking of, leading off the top of the third for Trinity Christian, Jonathan Cook, the starting catcher. He bats ninth. This is his first at bat of the night. TC Addison, 1 run on 2 hits, both coming in the top of the first. Landon Murphy comes home, fans it for strike 1. High and inside. And he made Cook chase that one. And that was a fastball that Murphy dialed up. And he got him on the sinker that time. strike two. Landon Murphy starting to settle in as he is up 0-2 in the count. Ben Willis going to give him the call. And Cook calls a quick timeout. He's going to step out. He's going to get himself together. And he steps back into the batter's box. Ben Willis giving that call on the 0-2 count. Here comes Murphy coming home. Got him? No. Okay. Says ball one. The pitch looked good to me, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not an umpire. I just talk about it. I need to stay in my lane, Tim. I'm going to stay in my lane. 1-2 pitch coming home from Landon Murphy, and that one's outside for ball two. Two is the count. And Ben Willis going to give him the call, and here he comes, and that one chopped foul, line drive into the Prestonwood dugout. Cook staying alive, running that count even at 2-2. As we see people continue to come in, and they continue to line up on the sidewalk, not just from left field, but all the way down to left center. It is that kind of atmosphere. That one outside for ball three. The count is now even. And ladies and gentlemen, can I interest you in the game of chicken? Who flinches? Does Murphy flinch or does Cook flinch? 3-2 is the pitch. Ben Willis the call. Here comes Murphy, and that one is chopped high. Foul. And Cook staying alive. Murphy's got some of his best stuff going this evening so far. TC Addison with some good hitters to where they were able to get a run. And Murphy misses for ball four. Jonathan Cook walks. Sloan Nelson, we go back to the top of the lineup for Trinity Christian Addison. Sloan Nelson going to step into the batter's box with Cook on first. Cruz Ben Willis, one of the leaders on this baseball team for Prestonwood, giving some words of encouragement as he gets back behind the plate. Murphy coming home, missing low and outside for ball one. Prestonwood dugout and the Prestonwood fans and the student section giving Murphy some words of encouragement as he comes home out of the stretch. And there goes Cook, and that one popped high, shallow right field. Valade misses, but they get the force out at second base for out number one. Valade trying to make that over-the-shoulder catch. White could not get there in time, but things work out as they get the force out. They get Cook out at second because he had to come back and tag up. Nelson gains first. Chase Griffin. He's going to step into the batter's box now with one out. And Nelson going to take a small lead at first. Murphy a small check. And that one getting in for strike one. Nice curve ball, Landon Murphy. Great movement. And put it in a great spot. Even Griffin had to nod his head after that pitch. Chase Griffin nodding his head to Landon Murphy and saying, great pitch, big fella. A beautiful 62-degree evening. A minimal breeze off and on. 0-1 pitch. And that one getting in for strike two. Griffin showed bunt, but it did not matter. Murphy got him with a nice curve. 0-2 pitch, and Ben Willis going to give Murphy the call, and he's going to come home. Got him swinging for out number 2. Landon Murphy with his 4th strikeout of the night.
Foul for the Trojans. The designated hitter, Caden Joe.
Designated hitter Caden Joe. He reached safely earlier on a base hit, a single. 1 for 1 this evening. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. And Joe wants to stay hot. Murphy getting him with a curve ball, and he up. Said no sir, ball 1. Joe up 1-0 in the count. As that student section for Prestonwood having all the fun this evening. Got a quick timeout. Everybody's ready to go. And here's the 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Murphy. And that one getting in to strike 1. I think Joe may have actually foul tipped that one. Nonetheless, the count is 1-1 with 2 outs. Top of the 3rd. Trinity Christian Addison with a man on first. And Joe going to step into the batter's box. Ready for that 1-1 pitch. Ben Willis the call. Murphy is going to go over to first. Nothing doing. And Murphy. That curveball didn't miss by much, but it missed just a tad bit. Running the count to 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you heard, yeah, you heard. And that one popped high over into the parking lot for strike 2. Got a 2-2 count with 2 outs. 1-0 lead for Trinity Christian. Landon Murphy, 2-2 pitch. Coming home, and there's the runner. Moffitt's got it at 3rd. He's going to get it to Moffitt for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Trinity Christian Addison 1, Prestonwood 0. We will return to Game On Sports in just a moment.
Just Dillas?
Just Dillas.
Only Dillas.
Only Dillas.
Dillas.
Yep.
Primo quesadillas?
Primo quesadillas.
Dillas.
Dillas.
It's just Dillas?
Just Dillas.
From the long-lasting and reliable heating and cooling systems we send out the door, to the friendly and knowledgeable dealers who go the extra mile. With a no-hassle replacement limited warranty, you can trust Comfort Maker to deliver outstanding service and performance, keeping you a step ahead with advanced technology and exceptional comfort. To find a Comfort Maker dealer, visit comfortmaker.com.
And back to Grand Field, we return here at Game On Sports Network. TCA Addison leading 1-0 over Prestonwood. Jake Felsman, he's going to lead out the bottom of the 3rd against Ryan Genesek. Ryan Genesek has a no-hitter going right now, ladies and gentlemen. Not just a no-hitter, but a perfect game as we start the bottom of the 3rd. Jake Felsman, he wants to break that up. You can follow Game On Sports at Game On Sports Net on Twitter, formerly known as, at X, formerly known as Twitter. Game On Sports on Facebook, and Game On Sports is the handle at Instagram. Genesek coming home. And he got Genesek looking for strike number 1. And Janicek continuing to cook, as he has done. Cruz Benuelos on deck. And that one inside for ball one. Felsman watching that one go by. Jake Felsman batting .268, on base percentage of .366. As the count is 1-1. Jonathan Cook giving a call, and Felsman fouling that one off behind home plate, bringing the count to 1-2. This is where Janicek has been truly fantastic, not just tonight, but all year for Trinity Christian Addison. He gets 2 strikes on the batter. Let's see what he does here. Let's see what Felsman has for him. 2-2, 1-2. And now it's 2-2. I called that a little bit too quick. The count is 2-2 now. That one chest high. That was a chest high fastball from Janicek. Running the count even. And that curveball just missed. And the count is now full 3-2. Jake Felsman and Ryan Janicek. Time to play chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Who flinches? Does Janicek flinch? Does Felsman flinch? Jonathan Cook with the call. Janicek the pitch, 3-2, and Felsman fouling that one off, staying alive. Count remaining 3-2. Felsman, the 7th batter in the lineup tonight for Prestonwood. And Janicek coming home. And that one got that inside corner for strike 3. Janicek with 5 strikeouts. 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd, Cruz Benuelos in the 8th spot. And the crowd comes alive as Cruz Benuelos steps into the batter's box. The Cruz chants coming from the student section. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd, and Janicek comes home. Benuelos showing bunt, holds off for ball 1. Junior Niffin, the 9th batter and the left fielder, on deck, hoping Benuelos can get on base and he can get him in. And that one elbow high and outside for ball 2. As the wind is now picked up and is blowing in right towards home plate. Coach Valet giving Benuelos that call as he steps back into the batter's box. Janicek gets the call from Jonathan Cook. And that one, knee high, inside, strike 1. And Benuelos batting .238. He wants to up that average immediately. And that one fouled high right in front of us and over by the Prestonwood dugout. As the count is now even at 2-2 with 1 out. And Janicek facing Cruz Benuelos with a 2-2 count. And Cook gives him the call. The pitch. Benuelos, a shot out the left center. Base hit. Benuelos on his horse, motoring around. Benuelos sliding into second with a double. Cruz Benuelos. Cruz Benuelos with his Prestonwood's first base hit of the night. And here comes Junior Niffin. Niffen stepping into the batter's box. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Poison from Belle Biv DeVoe that you hear playing when Niffen steps into the batter's box. He's not old enough to know about it, but that tells me he's got great parents. And Niffen popping that one. Foul for strike one. Junior Niffen batting .278. Very fleet-footed. And Niffen has shown the ability to be clutch this year. One out, Ben Willis on second with a small lead after a double out the left center. And Niffen watching that one go by for ball one. And Janicek, he's been good for Trinity Christian Addison, but Ben Willis got a hold of a good pitch and drove it. And Niffen, a shot out the left center, that's a base hit. Ben Willis rolling it around third. Ben Willis sliding home. Niffen in the second with an RBI double. We got a 1-1 game. And ladies and gentlemen, I just talked about Junior Niffen being clutch. There he is. With an RBI double to get Cruz Ben Willis in, and he ties it up. One out, bottom of the third. Lash Henderson, the 6'3" sophomore, and starting center field. Stepping into the batter's box with one out, and Niffen with a small lead at second. And Henderson calling timeout real quick. There's that Prestonwood student section having the time of their lives this evening. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not mad at them. Baseball is a beautiful game. And it brings out the kid in me a lot, even as a broadcaster. And Henderson chopping that one foul. Popping that one foul for strike one. And Niffen and Ben Willis. Ben Willis and then Niffen getting to Janicek for 2 hits in this bottom of the third. Can Lash Henderson add to it? As the pitch is 0-1, and Henderson calling timeout again. Steps back into the batter's box. Jonathan Cook, the catcher for Trinity Christian Addison. He gives Janicek the call. Janicek checking Niffen over at second, no one covering, he comes on. And Henderson got up under that one for strike two. Bringing the count to 0-2, one out, bottom of the third. Trent Valade on deck for Prestonwood. And Nelson and Cook, they go out to have a quick conversation with Janicek. And we get back to business. Cook and Janicek are ready, as is Lash Henderson. Niffen that small lead. 0-2 pitch. And Henderson over the third baseman for a base hit. Niffen on his horse. Valade motoring him around. Henderson in the second. Niffen scores. Lash Henderson the RBI double, giving Prestonwood the 2-1 lead. Back-to-back-to-back doubles for Prestonwood. Ben Willis followed by Niffin, followed by Lash Henderson, giving Prestonwood the 2-1 lead. Lash Henderson on second. And here comes Trent Valade. And there's those Prestonwood bats. And Valade watching that one come in for strike one. One pitch, one out. Henderson a small lead is second. Genesee checks it. Wants to go back, but there's no one covered. Maybe a move by Genesee where he lets Henderson know, hey, I see you, big fella. And we get back to business. Valade at home, ready for that 0-1 pitch. And Valade chopping that one foul for strike two. And Ryan Janicek goes up 0-2 in the count. All three hits for Prestonwood to come right here in the bottom of the third. All three have been doubles back to back to back. Starting with Cruz Ben Wells, then Junior Niffin, then Lash Henderson. And Valade strikes out swinging. Bringing it to 2 outs. Max Bachman, that shortstop. Stepping into the batter's box with 2 outs. And Bachman, he wants to keep this bottom of the third going. He wants to keep it alive and give his Prestonwood comrades a little bit more insurance. And Janicek goes back over to second. This is a Prestonwood lineup that can truly run just about everybody. And CJ LaBeouf looks at me and says, no, sir, I can't. CJ, I respect you for being real. I appreciate that. As the count is now 0-1. And CJ LaBeouf on deck. I can respect the man that is self-aware. And Bachman swings at that one and misses the strike two. And Janicek up 0-2 in the count. And Lash Henderson taking that lead with 2 outs. I can imagine if Bachman makes contact, he's on the run regardless. 0-2 pitch, and there's Henderson running, and Bachman strikes out to end the inning. But not before. Prestonwood gets 2 on the board. 3 doubles. 2 of them RBIs to give them a 2-1 lead as we head to the top of the 4th. Prestonwood 2, Trinity Christian Addison 1. We will return to Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With Fast Signs, your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
And you are getting a good look at Landon Murphy, who has a 2-1 lead. Prestonwood over Trinity Christian Addison as we start the top of the 4th here. And we say thank you for tuning in to Game On Sports Network. Once again, my name is Matthew Bryce. You can follow me on social media as well. Matthew on the mic, and X formerly known as Twitter, or you can type in my name, Matthew Allen Bryce. I do follow back. Instagram, Matthew on the mic. That's Matthew_on_the_Mike. Or you can type in my name, Matthew Allen Bryce. And again, I do follow back. Facebook, Matthew Bryce. And if you send me a friend request, I will accept. Top of the fourth, Trinity Christian Addison. Back at it. And leading off this top of the fourth for TC Addison is Colin Hamilton. Colin Hamilton, he had an RBI double in the top of the first that gave TC Addison a 1-0 lead. And Addison chopping that one foul to bring the count to 1-1. Hamilton drove in Caden Job for that RBI double in that top of the first. Murphy and Hamilton chopping that one. Bachman's got it. Bachman over to Valet for out number 1. 1 out to start the top of the fourth. Javon Bernard, the starting center fielder. Batting fifth, he's going to step into the box now. Ready for his opportunity against Landon Murphy. Bernard with his second at bat of the night. 0 for 1 so far. And that one getting in. That's ball 1. Murphy with the right idea. He just missed just a smidge. He didn't miss by much. Great sinker. And Murphy fanning it. Lit him up with battery acid. That fastball bringing the count to 1-1. Oh. And Bernard taking that one. Bernard taking a good shot. Hope the young man is all right. He goes down to first base. Cruz Van Willis goes out to the mound. Has a quick talk with Landon Murphy. Tells him, hey, big fella, calm down. We got you. Just hit your zones, hit your corners where they need to be hit. Let them put it in play, and we have your back. Bachman and Valade also going out to check on Murphy. I think Bernard is fine. He takes his rightful place at first base. Trent Valade also checking on him. Elijah Luke, the starting first baseman for Trinity Christian Addison, with his second at bat of the night, facing Landon Murphy. Lou 0 for 1. Bernard, a small lead at first. And Murphy hitting that one in. That's that curve. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count, 1 out. The opportunity for a force out is there. And here comes the 0-1 pitch that is fouled off and making it 0-2. Landon Murphy continuing to show that he can bounce back as he goes up 0-2 in the count. And Bernard takes that small lead at first once again. Ben Wells giving the call. And Lou steps out with a quick timeout. Rain threatening to fall once again. 0-2 is the count. Murphy goes over to first. Bernard sliding back in safely as that count stays at 0-2. Murphy the pitch. Murphy got him. No. Oh, okay. Now, I'm for sure that pitch was a strike. But again, it's not my call. I'm not the umpire. I'm just a commentator, and I need to stay in my lane. Let me check myself. The count is 1-2. And Landon Murphy comes home. That look like the same pitch. Ump says no, sir. It's ball 2. And now the count is even with Elijah Lou at the plate for Trinity Christian Addison and Landon Murphy. And Lou gets that one out on the line drive for out number 2 to Niffin. Niffin with the gun, getting it over to first, but not in time. Got it past Belay. Ben Willis. Ben Willis with that high IQ. Rushing down to first to cover that throw. As we now have 2 outs. And Beck Nelson stepping in for his second at bat of the night against Landon Murphy. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. And that one chopped high. Landed over by Kona Ice for strike 1. And Bernard still at first. Murphy wanting to get out of this top of the 4th unscathed and let his guys get back to business at the plate as he goes 0-1. That one very much inside for ball 1, bringing the count even to 1-1. Got some small raindrops falling, steady. But there is no lightning, so we play on. Curveball, strike 2. Landon Murphy cooking up something nasty to go up 1-2 in the count with 2 outs. Ben Willis giving him the call. Murphy come home, got him, strike 3. Landon Murphy. The stolen base didn't matter anyway because Landon Murphy lit him up with battery acid to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Prestonwood leads Trinity Christian Addison 2-1. We will return the game on Sports Network in just a moment.
Hey there, Lion Nation. I'm Rudy Casanova, owner and president of Global Strategic Business Process Outsource Solutions. In athletics, teamwork is everything. Each player has a role, and when they come together, they achieve greatness. At Global Strategic, we believe the same principle applies to the workplace. When the right people come together, your business thrives. Let Global Strategic help you build a winning team at work. Visit www.globalstrategic.com for more information and schedule some time with me or one of my team. The Casanova family and Global Strategic are proud supporters of the PCA athletic program. Go Lions!
Well, at age 18, I joined the military. I didn't know it at the time, but it really helped shape who I am today. After my deployment, my sergeant gave me a flyer for air conditioning school. I wanted direction, so I just kind of went for it. Now what I do daily is more than just repairing the AC system. I get to utilize everything I learned from the military and apply it here. Service isn't just a job, it's how we help people.
And welcome back to Graham Field as we start the bottom of the 4th. Prestonwood leading Trinity Christian Addison 2-1. Getting a good look at C.J. LaBeouf and Braylon White. Braylon White is on deck. C.J., he's going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. And Ryan Janicek still on the mound for Trinity Christian Addison. And LaBeouf ready to go. And there's a shot over the 3rd. Got him off the bag. LaBeouf is safe. And that Prestonwood dugout coming alive. Now CJ told me he couldn't run. But he was rolling pretty good right there as he gets the infield single. That's how you want to start at the bottom of the fourth. Braylon White stepping in for his opportunity here in the bottom of the fourth with no outs. And his teammate, C.J. LaBeouf, on first base. And White showing bunt. Ball one, high and outside. And Braylon has been very, very effective laying down bunts this year. Trinity Christian Addison starting to get some guys up in the bullpen. Braylon White up 1-0 in the count. Aiden Moffitt on deck. Janicet checking CJ. And White bunting that one foul. Bringing the count even to 1-1. In case you missed it, Prestonwood got 2 runs in the bottom of the third, courtesy of 3 consecutive doubles, the last 2 RBI doubles by Junior Niffen and Lash Henderson. Niffen drove in Ben Wellis, Henderson drove in Niffen. Braylon White motoring down the first, he is out, but not by much. But Braylon doing his job and moving C.J. LaBeouf over to second. The force out has been eliminated. Trinity Christian Addison, they have to do it the old-fashioned way now. And Aiden Moffitt, he's going to step into the batter's box with 1 out and a man on second here in the bottom of the fourth. And Moffitt has been known to do some damage in these middle to late innings. And Moffitt is shot out the left center. Base hit, falling. C.J. LaBeouf holding up at third. Prestonwood runners on the corners. Moffitt, a single. 5 hits now for the Lions. And there's Jake Felsman, the starting second baseman. He's going to step into the batter's box. Clearly one of the fan favorites here at Prestonwood. Runners on the corners. LaBeouf at third. Aiden Moffitt at first after a single just a moment ago. Prestonwood leading 2-1. Bottom of the fourth, 1 out. And that's called strike 1. Felsman showing bunt but held off. Coach Valet giving Felsman a call. I think he just told him, you see a pitch you like, you send it to the outfield. 0-1 pitch. And Felsman bunt that one. And they got CJ out at home plate for out number 2. 2 outs now. Moffitt gets over to second. Felsman on first, courtesy of a fielder's choice. Ryan Janicek with the right decision to come home. Save the run. Cruz Ben Wellis with an RBI double this evening. Excuse me, a double. 1 for 1 so far. He wants to go 2 for 2. Prestonwood dugout wanted the ball. Umpire says no, sir.
What in the chicken junk is going on?
Coach Valet also protesting, saying it should be a balk as well. Ryan Janicek with a laugh. Junior Niffen on deck. He had the RBI, one of the 2 RBI doubles in that bottom of the third. Ben Willis strikes swinging. Niffen drove in Ben Willis with the first RBI double to tie it up. And then Lash Henderson drove in Niffen with the second RBI double to give Prestonwood the 2-1 lead in that bottom of the third. 0-1 pitch, 2 outs. Moffitt a small lead. As is Felsman. And Ben Willis checking his swing for ball 1. Rain and all, this atmosphere remains lively. As the count is now even, the wind has died down. 1-1 pitch to Ben Willis. He loved it, but he got up under it a little bit too much. As he fouls it off for strike 2. I think, I could be wrong, but I think Ben Willis wanted to take that one for a ride. He got a hold of it good enough. I think he would have caused a power outage. 1-2 pitch. And Ben Willis popping that one up. Foul. Stay alive. And the count remains 1-2 with 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth here on Game On Sports Network. Prestonwood leading 2-1. 2 men on. Aiden Moffitt on second. Jake Felsman on first. Cruz Ben Willis at the plate. Janasek the pitch. And Ben Willis says high shot out to left center, shallow left center. And it's fielded for out number 3. No runs for Prestonwood. 1 hit. We go to the top of the 5th. Prestonwood 2. Trinity Christian Addison 1. We will return the Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
Lion Nation, my name is Shannon Purcell, and I serve the athletic department here at Prestonwood Christian Academy. I want to invite you all to support PCA athletics by joining the PCA Sports Club. All your support will go such a long way with our student athletes. Please scan the QR code or visit the Prestonwood Christian Academy website. We appreciate all your support. Go Lions!
It's not about fixing air conditioners. It's not about the thousands of hours spent training. It's about homeowners resting easy, knowing they can trust us in their homes. It's about keeping a family cool and comfortable in the dead of summer. At Milestone, it's more than just a job. It is and always will be how we help people.
And we are back at Graham Field for the top of the 5th. Prestonwood leading 2-1 over Trinity Christian Addison. You're getting a good look at Landon Murphy. He's been wonderful again, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, water is wet. Bo Sykes, he's going to lead out the top of the 5th for Trinity Christian Addison. Bo Sykes, the 8th batter for TCA in that lineup. Batting ninth for TCA. Behind him is catcher Jonathan Cook on deck. Murphy hitting that inside corner for strike 1. Bringing the count to 0-1. Small wind picking up again, blowing directly in. Murphy to pitch.
Oh, come on.
I thought it should have been 0-2. But the umpire said, no, sir, it's 1-1. Again, I need to stay in my lane as a commentator. And that one's high for ball 2. Bringing the count even to 2. Bringing the count to 2-1. Murphy letting off some steam with that last pitch, and now he's going to get back to business. Ben Willis to call. Murphy, the pitch. Got him for strike 2. Looking. Inside. Corner. Knee high. Bringing the count even to 2-2. Ben Willis going to give Murphy the call. Murphy obliges. 2-2 pitch coming home. Bringing the count full to 3-2. Time for chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Who flinches? Is it Murphy? Is it Sykes? Ben Willis to call, Murphy to pitch. And that one popped up. Foul territory above the Prestonwood dugout. Leaving the count full at 3-2. Sykes staying alive. And Trinity Christian Addison coming in tonight after a big win over John Paul in the first round of the playoffs. And that one inside for ball 4. And Sykes winning that game of chicken. Jonathan Cook, he's stepping into the plate now, but not before Coach Valade and the entire Prestonwood infield go out to meet Landon Murphy. And while we do have that quick break, Game on Sports Network, we say thank you to the Prestonwood Christian Academy, the community of Plano, and everyone involved with this great production. Thank you for allowing us to come out and serve. Thank you for allowing us to come out and put on a wonderful show over the internet for everyone to see wherever they're watching, whether it be Plano, Hawaii, or if you're my wonderful wife, Jennifer, down in Leander. We say thank you. And a big shout out to my wife, Jennifer. I love you, and I'll see you in about 3 hours. And we get back to business. Jonathan Cook, the catcher for Trinity Christian. Stepping into the batter's box. TCA a man on first with a small lead. And Landon Murphy, he's going to get the call from Ben Willis. Murphy coming home. Bunt laid down. Murphy's got it. Get it over to second. And the force out is not successful. Murphy with the right idea, but they did not execute it. Trinity Christian Addison now with 2 men on and no out. And a quick break here. Valade back out. Meet with Landon Murphy. And Trinity Christian Addison, they're going back to the top of the lineup now. Sloan Nelson starting left field. Valade, Coach Valade, speaking with the second base, the infield umpire. We do have 4 umpires tonight. Normally we have 2. 1 infield, 1 at home. Now we got 4. We have the home plate umpire. We have an umpire down each baseline at first and third. And we have the mid infield umpire. Right by second base, not too far behind home plate. And now Trinity Christian Addison. 2 men on, no out. Top of the 5th. And left fielder Sloan Nelson is in the batter's box and ready to go. Vanuel is giving Murphy the call. Murphy taking the pitch back. Trent Valet, the first baseman, expecting bunt. Playing the infield very, very tight, comes home. That went in for ball one, high. And Nelson wanting to move his guys at first and second over to second and third. Wanting to take away that force out. 1-0 pitch. And that one fielded down to Felsman. Felsman's got it at Bachman. Bachman to Valet. Valet throws him out at home. We got a triple play. Prestonwood. Felsman getting it to Bachman for the force out at second. Bachman over to Valet, the first for the double. Valet coming home to Ben Wellis, and we got a triple play. We're headed to the bottom of the fifth. Prestonwood leading 2-1. We'll return the game on Sports Network in just a moment. Back for the bottom of the fifth. Prestonwood leading 2-1 over Trinity Christian Addison. You getting a good look at Junior Niffin, who's about to lead us off in the bottom of the fifth. Lash Henderson is on deck. And in the hole behind him, Trent Valet. And an exciting 2-1 game it has been. Prestonwood completing a triple play to end the top of the fifth. Ryan Janasek is still on the mound for Trinity Christian Addison. And Junior Niffin, the clutch ninth hitter, the most clutch ninth hitter in the nation. And some of y'all listening, y'all gonna say, well, Matthew, that's an opinion. I know it's an opinion, but I'm gonna stand on it. And you can put my name on it. I said it. Junior Niffin, the most clutch ninth hitter in the nation. Niffin gonna lead us off. And Niffin is 1 for 1 this evening. An RBI double. Niffin had an RBI double in the bottom of the third that tied the game, where he drove in Cruz Vanuel. The man behind him on deck, Lash Henderson, he gave Prestonwood the 2-1 lead with another RBI double where he drove in Niffin. The umpires are ready. Janasek and Cook are ready. And Niffin stepping into the batter's box. He's ready. And we get back to business in this bottom of the fifth. Janasek hitting that outside corner for strike one. Janasek has had some good stuff this evening for Trinity Christian Addison. Prestonwood, 5 hits, 2 runs. TCA, 3 hits, 1 run. And Niffin wanted to lay down a bunt and beat it out the first for an infield single. but he fouls it off. Bringing the count to 0-2. Janasek on the mound, ready to go. Niffin back in the box after getting himself together. He is ready to go. There's the 0-2 pitch. And Niffin putting that one in the parking lot. It looked like he went right over to Tim Polster's car. Tim, I hope you got good insurance. Count remaining at 0-2. Janasek getting the call from Cook. He obliges. Here's the pitch. And he got Niffin swinging. Yikes. That is strikeout number 8 for Ryan Janasek. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Last Henderson coming to the plate. Henderson 1 for 2. Coming to the plate with his suit and tie. Shout out to Justin Timberlake and Jigga. Janasek the pitch. And Henderson fans that one for strike 1. Janasek, he dialed up the heat that time and he blew it right by Henderson. To no avail. Here we are at 0-1, 1 out. Janasek. That one outside for ball 1. Henderson with the great eye and not chasing that one. And Janasek going to come home out of that stretch. The lefty. Ooh. Strike 2 swing. And Henderson came in tonight, ladies and gentlemen, batting .359, an on-base percentage of .449, one of the better hitters in the state of Texas and the nation as a sophomore. But Janasek has been outstanding tonight. 1-2 pitch, and Henderson staying alive, fouling that one off. Count remaining 1-2, and 1 out. And Cook giving Janasek the call. He pitches to Henderson, 1-2. Henderson chopping that one over to third. Henderson on his horse. And he's out at first for out number 2. Both sides, the third baseman with the strong arm for Trinity Christian Addison. We got 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Trent Valet. Stepping into the batter's box with 2 outs. Then Stefani and Akon bringing him to the plate. There's a pitch. And Valet the shot. Line drive and out for number 3. That's going to end the bottom of the 5th. We're headed to the 6th. Prestonwood 2, Trinity Christian Addison 1. We will return the Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
Storm damage? Don't wait until it's too late. At Up to Date Roofing, we bring top quality craftsmanship, honest pricing, and fast service to protect what matters most, your home. From repairs to full replacements, we keep your roof and your home up to date. Call us today and stay covered, rain or shine. Up to Date Roofing, keeping you covered no matter the weather.
Come see Larry, Jane, and Repo Jr. for your next vehicle. C3 Auto, located at 3101 Premier Drive in Plano, Texas, or visit us online at c3auto.com.
Getting a good look at Landon Murphy, starting the top of the 6th here in Plano at Graham Field. Prestonwood leading 2-1 over Trinity Christian Addison. Thank you to everyone that is tuning in to Game On Sports Network on this good Monday night. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that. Top of the 6th gets underway. And Leading us off here in the top of the sixth for TCA. Chase Griffin, the right fielder. Chase Griffin, the strong arm right fielder. As the infield, Trent Valade and Aiden Moffitt, they give Landon Murphy some love and say, let's go, big fella. Murphy the thumbs up over the Felsman. And Benwell is giving the call. First pitch of the top of the sixth coming now. Strike one. And if you are a fan of pitchers' duels, you have tuned in to the right spot. Landon Murphy and Ryan Janasek have been lights out. And Murphy dialing up some heat, bringing the count to 0-2. Janasek for TCA and Murphy for Prestonwood. Murphy is doing Landon Murphy things. As he goes up 0-2 in the count, got a quick timeout. And a big shout out to Tim Polster again for putting this production together. Thank you, Tim. Gene up on the camera. Thank you, sir. And that one fouled off as Griffin stays alive. Count remains at 0-2. Big shout out to Fred Garner, the CEO for Game On Sports Network, as he is here in the building. Coach Purcell of Prestonwood, big shout out to him as well. Thank you, sir, for always having us and being wonderful. And that one getting in for ball one. Bringing the count to 1-2. A little bit high, a little bit outside. Murphy still up in the count at 1-2. And that one fouled off again. Griffin staying alive. Murphy with some great pitches. Murphy with some great pitches, and Griffin fouling them off to stay alive. Big shout out to the parents and the fans of Prestonwood for coming out this evening. And another shout out to the Trinity Christian Addison faithful for coming out as well. The student sections of both schools for making this a wonderful atmosphere. And Kona Ice for bringing us some great snow cones. That one fouled off just behind home plate. Griffin at the plate, fighting and clawing to stay alive. Count 1-2. Murphy fans for strike three. Breaking ball. And it was breaking. Out number one here in the top of the sixth. That's strikeout number 6 for Landon. One out here. It's Caden Job, the DH. He's going to step back into the box for TCA. Got a quick timeout. And this is a crowd that has not been quiet all night. And that one, Joe pops that one up into the infield. And here comes Trent Valade saying, I got it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Next batter for the Trojans, shortstop, number 15.
Taking us to the cleanup man in that TCA lineup, Colin Hamilton. 2 outs here in this top of the 6th. As we are now in crunch time. And Hamilton getting that one into the infield. Bachman's got it on the run. Got it to Valade. 1, 2, 3. Sit him down. Landon Murphy, I see you. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Prestonwood 2. Trinity Christian Addison 1. We will return the Game On Sports Network in just a moment.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
Any painter can paint, but only CertaPro painters have the power of estimates that aren't guesstimates. If you want certainty, you want CertaPro painters, the power of pro. Start your project at CertaPro.com.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything.
And we are back here at Graham Field on the Prestonwood campus as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Prestonwood leading Trinity Christian Addison 2-1. You're getting a good look at Ryan Janasek, the pitcher for Trinity Christian Addison. Janasek has been wonderful tonight. Max Bachman, he's going to lead us off here in the bottom of the sixth. C.J. LaBeouf on deck, right behind him. And Prestonwood wanting to add some insurance at the plate. And a big shout out to the man running our social medias, Jake Dexter. Jake has the highlights as he posts them on Instagram and Facebook. Bottom of the sixth, starting now. Janasek the pitch. And that one low and outside for ball one. Max Bachman not chasing. Janasek has gotten a few guys swinging this evening with a good breaking ball. Bachman not going. And that one popped high, foul. Right by the Prestonwood dugout. Bringing that count even to 1-1. Janasek continuing to go the distance. He is going 5 strong innings for TCA. And Bachman, a shot at the shallow right field. And is fielded for out number 1 by Chase Griffin. C.J. LaBeouf, the designated hitter, is going to come up to the plate.
Majestic one! Majestic one! Let's go above! Let's go above!
As that Prestonwood student section, they have been lively this evening. Braylon White on deck behind LaBeouf. And that one, a nice curveball from Janasek for strike 1. And in case y'all are wondering, we do not have a microphone on the Prestonwood student section. They are just that loud, ladies and gentlemen. And Janasek with a fastball. Janasek the fastball, Fan and CJ for strike 2, bringing the count to 0-2. And there's the stretch and the pitch. Ball 1. The umpire's been very, very consistent this evening. Sometimes you get an umpire, they're kind of all over the place, but tonight's umpire, he's been very, very consistent on both sides. You got to tip your hat to him. And CJ fouling that one off just above the Prestonwood dugout. Count remaining 1-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. One out. Crunch time in the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Janasek, C.J. LaBeouf, and Janasek missing on that outside corner. Janasek wanted that breaking ball on the outside corner, but he just missed, bringing the count even to 2-2. And Jonathan Cook may tell him to throw that pitch again, but hit the corner that time. The bumper shot out to center field, but fielded for out number 2. Bernard, the center fielder, on his horse, playing deep against LaBeouf, and he fields that one for out number 2. It looked good when it left his back, but it held up. Braylon White, he's going to step into the batter's box now with 2 outs. White, the right fielder for Prestonwood, wanting to keep things going. And White fanning on that one for strike 1. And that time, Janasek gave you the fastball, but that time he took it low on the outside corner. Strike 1. And there's strike 2. As Janasek goes up 0-2 in the count. It's Braylon White. Aiden Moffitt on deck for Prestonwood. (0-2) pitch from Janasek to Cook coming. And that one low and inside for ball 1. Janasek wanted the curve that time. He wanted to put it on that inside corner. He wanted to pause Braylon White. Catch him looking. But the countdown's 1-2 with 2 outs. Janasek and White staying alive, fouling that one off. Keeping the count at 1-2. Student section giving Braylon White some words of encouragement. It's the bottom of the 6th and people are still showing up. That's low and inside for ball 2. Count is even at 2-2. There are now more people on the sidewalk from left field to left center than it was earlier. Tuning in to watch a great game between these 2 good teams. And that went high for ball 3. The count is now 4. And we get to play chicken again. Who flinches? Is it Janasek? Is it Braylon White? Jonathan Cook, the catcher for TCA, giving a call. Janasek the pitch. And White fouling that one off and staying alive once again. Count remaining full, and we continue to play chicken. Bottom of the 6th. 3-2 pitch. Janasek coming home out of the stretch. And he got Braylon White looking for strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Ryan Janasek. We go to the top of the 7th. Prestonwood 2, Trinity Christian Addison 1. We will return the game on Sports Network in just a moment.
C3 Auto, serving Plano for over 14 years. You can find us just west of 75 at 3101 Premier Drive in Plano, Texas. Day or night, rain or shine, come browse our selection of over 2 acres of vehicles. Covered parking allows for vehicle protection and a shady walk around the lot. As a Carfax Advantage dealer, we specialize in clean Carfax, low mileage used vehicles. Come by and meet the real boss at the office, Repo Jr. Find us online at c3auto.com.
With friendly and knowledgeable dealers who install long-lasting and reliable systems, you can trust Comfort Maker to keep you a step ahead with advanced technology and exceptional comfort.
And we are back here, top of the 7th at Graham Field. Prestonwood 2, Trinity Christian Addison 1. You're getting a good look at Trent Valade, the starting first baseman. Coming in for relief for Landon Murphy. Landon Murphy with 6 full innings, giving up 1 earned run and 3 hits against an outstanding TCA lineup. Murphy doing Landon Murphy things. Tip your cap to the young man. Now Valade coming in to shut it down. Carter Rosenwald, he's in at first base now for Valade. Rosenwald and Aiden Moffitt, they go to the mound. They meet Trent Valade after he takes his last warm-up pitch. Cruz Benuelos is right behind him. And they tell Valade, let's shut this one down and let's get on to the next round. As we start the top of the 7th. Javon Bernard. Bernard, the starting center fielder for TCA. He's going to lead off the top of the 7th. And Benuelos giving that call to Valade. Valade going to come home. He's pitching out of the stretch as well. A new trend that has really taken off amongst pitchers. Valade with the heat for strike 1. And it is beyond crunch time as we have an 0-1 count in the top of the 7th. Valade coming home, strike 2, swinging. Valade dialing up a nice curved ball, bringing the count to 0-2. That righty on lefty matchup, Bernard batting from the left-hand side of the plate, and he calls a quick time. Takes a practice swing. Valade stepping off the bump, taking a deep breath, and he's back on the bump and ready to go. Cruz Benuelos giving a call to Valade. Valade obliges. Here comes 0-2, and that one's fouled out. Count remaining at 0-2. Bernard back in the box, and we get back to business. 0-2 pitch from Trent Valade coming home, and that one high and outside for ball 1. Five hits, 2 runs for Prestonwood, 3 hits and 1 run for Trinity Christian Addison. There's been some great pitching going on this evening. And Valade missing high for ball 2. Running the count even. And the wind starting to pick up again as the count is now even at 2-2. Benuelos the call. Valade the pitch. Got him swinging! Trent Valade mowing them down for out number 1 in the top of the 7th. First baseman Elijah Liu. He's going to step into the box now for Trinity Christian Addison. First baseman against first baseman. Valade, knee-high fastball, inside corner, strike 1. And Benuelos continuing to call a great game behind home plate. And that one inside corner for strike 2. A beautiful curveball from Trent Valade, going up 0-2 in the count with 1 out. We got a quick timeout from Elijah Liu. Benuelos giving a call to the infield. Gets back to his spot behind home, gives the call Valade obliges. Valade comes home, got him, and that's high for ball one. The count is now 1-2. Valade. Got him swinging. Out number 2. Trent Valade. Got Trinity Christian Addison down to their final out. And Beck Nelson. The starting second baseman. TCA down to their final out. Nelson fouling that one out for strike 1. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Prestonwood leading 2-1.
Don't let me get in your head, 6. Come on, baby. Come on, give it to me, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Swing.
That one missing for ball 1. I think Valade wanted the curve on that one.
Come on, Trent, let's go.
As we run even at 1-1.
Trent, you swing when I say swing. Swing.
And Valade missing high on that one. 2-1. Ben Willis gets the call. And Valade coming home high for 3-1.
Hey, you're good, Trent, you're good.
And Aiden Moffitt, the third baseman, trots over to the mound and tells Big Trent, hey, calm down, big fella. We got you back. We here too. There's 9 of us out here. Just hit your spots, let them put it in play, and we gonna take care of business. (3-1) is the count. 2 outs, top of the 7th. And Valade fanning it. Full count. Final strike. Trinity Christian Addison. We get to play chicken. Valade, the pitch. And that one fouled off by Nelson. Nelson staying alive. Both dugouts. Very, very active. The Trinity Christian Addison dugout, very active. The Prestonwood dugout, very active themselves and loud. Everyone on their feet. 3-2, top of the 7th. 2 out. Trent Valade with 2 strikeouts already coming home. And that one is going to get by Ben Willis for ball 4. And Ben Willis, Bachman, Felsman, they're going to meet Valade at the mat. As both sites from Trinity Christian Addison, he steps into the batter's box with 2 outs and facing a 2-1 deficit as the Trojans are down to their last out. And we do have a pinch runner for Trinity Christian Addison. Getting some speed on the bases. That's Noah Liu.
For the Trojans,
Both sites ready to go. Liu a small lead at first. And Valade just missing on that outside corner for ball 1. And Prestonwood trying to shut this one down in the top of the 7th. And that one is shot over to Felsman. He's got it. Got it over the Rosen wall. Out number 3, and that's the final. Trent Belay coming in relief, shutting it down. Jake Felsman getting the Dakota Rosenwald to put Trinity Christian Addison away. And Prestonwood and Trinity Christian Addison, they shake hands. The coaches shake hands. The players shake hands. Trinity Christian Addison with a good season. But Prestonwood victorious and will move on respectfully. Final score from Graham Field here on the Prestonwood campus. Prestonwood 2. Trinity Christian Addison 1. Landon Murphy getting the win. Trent Belay, another save where he shuts it down. We say thank you for tuning in to Game On Sports Network this evening. To the Prestonwood faithful, the fans, the administration, we say thank you again for allowing us to come out and help you serve the community of Plano and Carrollton and the surrounding community. Fred Garner, we say thank you. Tim Poster, Gene, we say thank you. Jake Dexter, Tyler Rodriguez, David Horn, we say thank you as well. To the entire Game On Sports Network crew, we also say thank you. To the parents that come out this evening to support both teams, we also say thank you. On behalf of Game On Sports, my name is Matthew Bryce. We say God bless, and we say game on.